Boom. We are live, America. We are live. Need a knee, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. The tripod is back. Happy New Year, America. It is 2026, and we've already had an unnecessary war. What a fucking surprise. The president who ran on getting us out of unnecessary wars just caused one, and he's trying to say it's over drugs and fentanyl. By the way, Venezuela, 85% of that is by white Americans that are bringing that in shit, not Venezuelans. Yep. But I digress. It's about money and oil for those of you who have a fucking education. I might add.
You know the Republican Party. Let's stay out of foreign shit.
Yeah.
It's all about America.
Yeah, what a load of crap. Here's the question, America. What's going to be the size of the occupying force? Because the Venezuelans do have a democratically elected leader, but as we know, Johnny,
did you say erected leader?
Elected.
Did you say erected?
No, elected. And that gummy couldn't have kicked in that fast. The point is, I digress. The point is that the real question is, what's going to be the size of this occupying force? Because as you know, it's the world's largest oil reserve at 3.3 billion barrels. Oh, well, that's why you come here, pal.
Yeah.
Okay. The point is that it was about money, oil, and power. It was never about drugs. He's a lie. By the way, if it was about drugs, he wouldn't have pardoned the Venezuelan guy who brought in 400 pounds of fucking cocaine. He pardoned him. Oh. Okay? So there's another one for you fucking Trumplicans to suck on. Okay? Here's the thing. All right? Russia condemning this? Shut the fuck up, Putin. You're the fucking... This guy's trying to be you, and he's going to succeed, it looks like, until hopefully next November. But I digress. It's IDD. It's segment 1. And you'll notice they're wearing basketball stuff because their football teams suck dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
I am wearing Patriots gear because they are back after a hot
basketball
minute.
team sucks too. Actually, they're not.
Actually, they don't. In fact, you guys have really dropped the ball on this because you're 2 games in front of them. You should have buried them because Tatum's going to be back in February. And you're going to rue
have a team that can.
You're going to rue the day.
We don't have a team that can bury anybody.
By the way, this just in. This has not been reported yet, but Tatum, under off record, is going to make it his personal mission to end their fucking season after what they did to them last year. So, motivated Jason Tatum. Yeah, make that face again. I want to see that face again in fucking May. The point is that he's coming back, and you better have a 6-game lead before he does. You're going to be in trouble. So, the Celtics are hanging around. They're hanging around. I mean, the Lakers got to get rid of Lefraud. Is he gone? Is this over?
Yeah. But it's coming.
I mean, the guy in New York, I sent you guys that post. You know this guy, the New York beer, the ball guy.
Craig Carton.
Yeah, who said, he's like, look, I speak LeBron. And he said on the video, and I quote, this is verbatim, not I quote, but basically, he's not going to retire without a LeBron farewell tour. Which means another year of this bullshit because he has to go to every city and they're all going to have to pay homage to this ultimate fraud. The man who has destroyed this league, the man who destroyed All-Star Weekend, the man who's got 6 coaches fired, and the man who actually has a highlight reel, actually more than one, of his greatest flops. This is your GOAT. Right. Okay. Meanwhile, the Lakers are better off without him, and I think he would agree with that because they were.
You agree with that?
100%.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I think at this point, it's been trending this way for a while that LeBron's been a defensive liability. I don't think that's like anything that's going to really.
You want to know how bad a
I don't think I'm
liability
breaking
he
any
is?
news there. But now it's to a point where it's completely noticeable, and there's nothing they can really do about it until the All-Star break because you got Austin Reeves out for a whole month, right?
Yeah,
so you
he's
need
out for
some
a month.
which sucks.
I didn't know about
He's
that.
got the calf strain.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with that, right?
Yikes.
So now you're this is kind of his time to shine, score some points, and then there is rumors that there are 2 teams that he could move to that makes sense, and that's Golden State and Cleveland. But
So Cleveland
I
would
think
make
Golden State worse, I think.
they just get older.
no,
They're just older.
I think
get
Golden
rid of
State would.
Draymond.
Yep, I think they would give up Draymond. I think that's what they would do. I would do that if I were the Lakers. Right, all day long.
Well, if I was the Golden State, I'd do that.
Yeah,
He's a cancer.
but you're also going to that. I think that signifies, hey, it's over. Let's let LeBron and Steph kind of play out, and then
Golden State
and then
hasn't-
give them a year to walk around the league and say goodbye to everybody and call it a day. But that would be them owning that, and I think Cleveland's the same way. I think Cleveland would say, okay, well, we're not going to compete with Boston and New York and Detroit in the Eastern Conference this year, so we're going to trade.
I think they
LeBron.
can.
I think they can.
They can.
As long as they're healthy.
Yeah, they can. But But if you're going to bring LeBron, you're going to
have a lot of.
You got to trade him for the contract, right? I mean, the contract's what he's got.
This is the problem with the NBA. The contracts have to match.
They have to match
So
now,
you got to
right?
make. Yeah, you got to move up pieces.
So the Lakers will probably that would be a huge win for them.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know how that's going to work, but I feel like Golden State makes more sense. He's not going to go to the Clippers. That's another rumored destination.
He's not going there.
Clippers are awful, aren't they?
I mean, unless Kawhi scores 55, then they're okay. But
he actually did do that.
He's been on a tear.
He won't keep it up. Don't worry.
I watched him last night and was like,
yeah.
oh my God.
He's on.
And there was one other team. I can't think of who it is.
Philly? Could see them doing something.
Philly's dumb
Yeah, I
enough
could
to do
see
it.
Philly doing something like that, but I don't know.
The point is that Golden State, I don't believe in coincidences. Golden State hasn't been the same since Draymond sucker punched his former teammate.
Agreed.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Because they should have
just dumped him then. They should have dumped him. Yeah, both
Jordan
of them.
Poole
Both of
and
them
him.
gone.
Just you got to
Just clean slate. Should have been gone. But
I think they still had Clay at that point, right? So
Clay was still there.
Yeah, so they were trying to keep them both
Yeah,
together.
no, but the point is that they would.
Oh, Dallas was the other team.
Dallas was the other
Dallas was the other team that
Dallas would be stupid to
get
bring
LeBron.
LeBron James
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Cooper Flag is finding his
No,
way.
they seem to
He is
be
getting
fine.
better
Yeah.
by the week. They're going to be Dallas long term is going to be fine.
What's up with Kyrie?
He's supposed to be back in February.
Yep, February, March,
February,
All-Star
March.
break.
So
And Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
there has been
Yeah.
rumors.
They're
And
in the 10th spot right now.
I don't know how true this is, but there have been Golden State and Detroit Piston Anthony Davis rumors.
What would Detroit give Dallas?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well,
I don't know.
Detroit has Duran.
Jalen Duran.
Yeah. He's good.
He's young. He's pretty good.
He's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Like I don't know.
I wouldn't want to
Beef
give him
Stew,
a-
maybe. I don't know. Like
Beef Stew.
Isaiah Stewart. I mean, I
Maybe both of them.
yeah, or it's a pick. I don't know how that would work.
They also have one of the Thompson brothers.
And
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's good.
we have a man,
He's young.
It's
right?
man.
Yeah, and he's
Damon
not.
Thompson?
Yeah, he isn't his brother that plays on the Rockets.
Dude, but he's
He's good, but he's not his brother.
defensively. I think he's better.
Yeah.
Than his
Look, the
brother.
reality of this is
that
you
true?
mentioned.
I don't know. Like I think. His
Well, this is
brother.
the thing, though. If you're a
They
team,
had him on
if you're a
video.
team that's trying to win a championship, why are you bringing in a guy? And by the way, of all people that broke this stat, it was the guy that he's right above Dick Wrong in terms of.
He's right.
He's one notch above Dick Wrong.
Dick Wrong. Yeah.
We call him Dick Wrong on IDD. The rest
For
of
the folks that
didn't know who he was.
Dick Wrong.
It was what's his Colin? No, what's his name? The guy who used
Colin
to.
Cowherd.
No, not him. No, the guy who does the old guy, Skip Bayless.
Oh.
Skip Bayless threw this stat out last night, and I swear to God, it was talk about jaw dropping. I knew LeBron was bad. I didn't know he was this bad. And this is one of those newer next gen type stat things. They've only been keeping for about 5-6 years, whatever it is. But of course, they can go back in the annals and figure this stuff out. So apparently, at the age of 40, because everyone, all the LeBron people want to bash Michael Jordan for, well, he couldn't guard a chair when he was older. He had a 77, or he was ranked 77th in the league. In the whole league, players, win rate, defensive rate. You know what LeBron is currently ranked?
It's like
426, which is dead last.
Jordan had a 77
Player win ratio on defense when he was 40 years old.
with the Wizards.
With the Wizards.
Man, I remember watching.
40
him.
years old.
My memory says he looked really bad back then, but maybe
He looked bad for him.
I just like guys feel like
He didn't look bad for the average
Yeah,
All-Star
yeah.
Hall of Famer.
I think he could have been like LeBron. He could have played a couple more years and been a serviceable role player.
I guess I don't
got
remember
out
him
when-
like running up and down the court like LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the game wasn't as much like that. Like there was more. It was slower pace. I feel like back then. So maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's a faster pace because of the exorbitant amount of threes that are
Right.
getting chucked
Just
in
run
this
and chuck,
league.
yeah.
It's not about these guys are better. No, what they do
that's
is
what I was
they
saying.
dribble down and they pass it down, and a three goes up after 1 or 0
They
passes.
shoot a 4 seconds
Into
into
a
the
shot.
Yeah.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's not
like-
even a 3 in the flow of the game.
No.
It's freaking.
It's a joke.
one pass. Oh, contested 3.
Contested 3. And by the way, it's happening at the college level now, which is really pissing me off. It's not nearly as bad, but it is starting to happen.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because that's where the game is now, and that's where they're going. So these guys are playing them in pro set offenses. I swear to God, if I see one more high screen and roll, I'm going to lose my shit. Every fucking team in the world runs this fucking top of the key fucking screen, and it's not
And it
even
doesn't go to the basket.
It doesn't even go to the basket. It's fucking. I can't
It's a
stand
screen,
it.
so they
It's
can do
America's.
screen.
It's America's
Yeah.
offense. I call it America's offense. It's America's offense. If you're in America, you run
The
this
other night,
offense.
the Knicks missed 10 threes in a row.
Yeah.
It's like, stop fucking shooting. They were shooting.
The
they were-
Celtics missed 18 in a row in one stretch.
I know. You guys are
Don't
the
you
kings.
dare copy
You guys
us.
are the
Don't you
kings.
dare try to copy us.
That is literally what we're trying to do.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's like, and every time they go to the bucket, they get something.
Yeah.
Because
Just
somebody
like the
cuts,
Celtics.
and
They
it's
get a
like-
foul or they get a shot.
Right,
Yeah.
where somebody cuts and you get a layup or a dunk, and it's like, when you miss 6 in a row, like,
When does common sense
right,
kick in here?
there should be a number. Every coach should say, look, once we miss 4 threes in a row,
Go to the
I
basket.
don't want to see another 3 until we make 3 more 2-pointers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just fucking
Something.
some kind of
Something.
principle that you put in place. Because otherwise, you go into a 15-point hole in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Because it's mystery, and they're going make, and all of a sudden you're fucking.
By the way, the reason the Boston Celtics are in the third spot is because in the midst of this, they've won 12 out of 15 or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Their 3-point attempts per game in this stretch has gone down by 9.5.
There you go.
9.5. That doesn't sound like a lot until you realize they were averaging 46 attempts a game, which was over half of their field goals per game.
Yeah.
They dropped it down just 9.5, and look at where they're sitting.
In this NBA, what's the rule of thumb number? That's like 35, 40 is about
most, the average, the lowest. I had the numbers the other day, but there was like 7 teams. The Celtics being one of them that are, and the Celtics are still there because of their season-long total. The Knicks are one of them. There are 7 teams averaging over 40.
43.
The next, I think 13 or 14 are between 35 and 40.
Okay,
and then at the bottom,
35, right?
It's like 37.
It's 37.
Yeah.
So most of the league is
between that, but that's palatable in this day and age.
I wish they would say 33. 33s. My God,
33s is a lot.
That's a lot of shots. Yeah,
and it's still the lowest percentage shot in the game.
But
what are you doing?
But you're getting 80 to 90 shots a game, right? So it's 40
90 to 100.
Yeah, so 40. So it's about 40% of your shots.
The Celtics were averaging 46 threes per game. They were taking on average 91 or 92 shots per game. So it was basically half of their shots. Mm-hmm. That is disgusting. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it is not sustainable. I don't care what metric this idiot wants to show me. But the reality you can't ignore, in the last 15 games where they've won 12, that number has gone down by 9.5 per game. That is a significant number.
And they're winning.
Mm-hmm. They're winning, and they don't have Tatum. Let me repeat. They are third in the East. They are 2 games behind. They don't have Jason Tatum. He's going to come back at the All-Star break. And the videos that I have been seeing of him, he is running full speed. He is doing every fucking drill. I can't believe what I'm looking at. I want to say it's AI fucking created, but then every All-Star break. After
the All-Star break, I feel
like... Will that be 9 months?
That would be about 8.5, 9 months.
9 months.
Wes Welker came back in about 9 months.
For a guy in his shape...
He's young. Yeah. If you're younger, it's probably going to be a quicker...
completely lean.
No, he's in shape. Jason Tatum never gets out of shape.
We're just talking about how fast players come back from this stuff now. It's not a career ender anymore.
It's not anymore. It used to be.
Achilles especially. Yeah. But the thing is, the Achilles seem to happen later in careers. Now, like you would see ACL sometimes, but like Achilles was usually like 35.
Yeah.
And older. You know what I'm saying? Like
40, 47. 47.
Which that makes more sense.
Yeah.
All these
pickleball court.
All these guys 28, 29 with the Achilles is weird.
It is weird. But the thing is, part of it is the shoes they're wearing too.
Maybe.
Look at the fucking shoes they're wearing. These are basketball. They got all these fucking, it's all about the brand. It's not even about his issue. At least with the NFL, the gear, it's trying to protect people. The NBA people that are monitoring this stuff, they don't even care about these people. How fast can we sell it? That's all about the market they want to get interested. Not about, well, is this shoe actually going to keep him on the floor? Is it safe? Is it durable? Is it going to protect his Achilles and his all this other, his hamstring and everything else?
Yeah.
None of that.
The high tops we wore when we were in the 90s, like
you never saw this shit.
Yeah.
You rarely saw it.
Yeah, they were like way up. You did not have ankle issues.
You rarely saw this shit, but they were they were heavier. Yeah, but the support.
The
support in your ankle. I remember wearing those Converse weapons, and I got blue and white ones because my uniform. But I never had an ankle problem.
Yeah.
And then I stopped wearing those and I started getting ankle issues.
Because those would tie up on the ankle.
They go above the ankle.
Yeah.
They had the Y-bar support. Magic had Isaiah had them. Bernard King had the orange ones. They were pretty cool, the orange and white. I mean, they were all, the weapons division was pretty cool. They had Magic Bird, Mark Aguirre, Bernard King, McHale, Isaiah Thomas, and somebody else. I think it was Alex English. It was another guy that no one talks about. But that shoe, while it was heavier, you never had an ankle problem.
Yeah.
You never saw it. You never saw the shit we're seeing now. And it's not because they're these better athletes. If they're so much better, how come they keep going down? How come they keep going down in a sport that is not nearly as contact oriented as it was when we were younger? This is not a contact.
It's really weird, but it's kind of like pitchers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how
all the Tommy John surgeries.
John surgery.
And I don't know. I think some of it might have to do with how hard they train. Because I don't think guys train the same back.
No, your body needs rest.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't care what, Kobe Bryant talked about how, and I get why he did this, because Bird was
4 a.m.,
6 a.m. Bird did a similar thing in his heyday. And That's great.
Takes a toll.
But what Kobe failed to mention, and he was pretty durable, so I got to believe this happened. There's no way someone's doing that 365 days and not going to break down. I don't care what your body fat is. I don't care what your diet is. The human body has to rest.
Yeah.
So when Kobe Bryant was doing this, I'm sure he had days where he took days off and didn't do anything because he had to. Not because he's lazy,
right?
Because he had to protect his body.
He also had those knee things overseas, the stem cell stuff. They would go to Germany and have the knee cleanups like annually, biannually. He'd do that a lot, so it was more like maintenance on his legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
time and money helps.
No, I'm saying, but evolution helps.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like this is stuff that Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain or Jerry Webb couldn't do. It didn't exist.
It was like
this is why it's so impossible to compare. This is why it's so impossible to compare eras because I always tell people the reason I still rank Bill Russell as the greatest player ever is because he did all that without all of these advances. What if I put Bill Russell? I'll show you a video of him jumping. And this is, I don't care if the guy was a plumber, fucking JJ Redick. I don't know how many guys can take one step inside the foul line and leapfrog over another guy who's over 6 feet tall and then drop the ball in the basketball. He could have dunked it. And he was way ahead of his time. What if Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain and Jerry West and Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, all these greats had this technology?
Yeah, they would have been built like all these.
They'd have been built like all these guys.
That's the best argument.
I'm saying you can't.
If you want to compare, then okay.
Yeah, you got to compare everything
and bring them.
Yeah, let's bring LeBron back to 1965 without any.
It would be harder for them.
LeBron spends $1 million a year on his body. These guys didn't make $1 million a year in 1965.
LeBron would be like He-Man in 65.
No, he wouldn't because he didn't have all these advances.
No, I'm saying if he had all these advances and you drop him in there, of course.
No, but we're saying you'd have to take him back there, but yet he's got to train like all these
guys.
So he might have a job in the offseason.
Yeah, he's not going to be making
he might be a mail carrier.
Yeah, you don't know.
What I'm saying?
So
he should still be able to be good.
Oh, yeah, he still should be good. But to sit there and say that he would dominate the other, really, I'll tell you what, I'll take Bill Russell at 28. I'll put him right here. I'll give him $200 million a year. I'll get him the best shooting coach. And we'll see what Bill Russell does with all that because I know what he did without it. Mr. JJ Redick.
What's scary? Michael Jordan didn't have that either.
No.
Magic,
Bird,
Larry,
none of them had that.
So imagine
none
they had that technology.
None of them had that. And by the way, the game is less physical now than it was then.
The interesting thing is, it would be so cool to see that because, like, I wonder if you brought them in, they had all this technology and all this training, would they break down? Because, you know what I'm saying?
And these guys didn't shoot
They probably
threes,
would.
so
They're going at it as much as these guys would.
Exactly.
You ever play
there's going to be a heavy...
with like an older 80s team and try to make them like the Warriors? You ain't hit none of those threes.
Yeah.
So those guys didn't even shoot threes back in the day a lot like they do now. Right. So it's like, what would it be like?
It'd be interesting. Yeah. But that's the only fair way to do it. You can't say, take LeBron, put him back then. Okay, yes, but you have to take away all the
advantages that he has, all the advantages he has.
Yeah, and same way as if you're going to say bring this guy up, okay, now
you give him all those advantages. This is why I laugh when people say that LeBron is. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'll put LeBron back in 1985, and he can't do any of this shit. He has to train and do what they do. He could enter lane one time. Rick Mahone would fucking hit him in the fucking chest, and he'd be done because he's never played in that.
He wouldn't be playing now.
Here's where I would disagree a little bit. I think if these guys came up back then, they'd be tougher.
That's fair.
Because now they're in this era of like, you touch me, I fall.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
But LeBron, when he was a kid, that wasn't what the game was.
No,
I know. Watching, that's not how it was.
But my thing is, put him back in the 80s, he would be a different kid. He'd be, you know what I mean? Like, it would change him too.
I think with all his advances now, he would struggle in the 80s. With everything he has at his advantage now, if he could take everything back with him, he would struggle because it's a different game altogether.
I'm saying put him back there.
LeBron doesn't have to defend a real post player. LeBron doesn't have to defend a true point guard. Okay, LeBron wouldn't know what to do with a Magic Johnson because there's never been a Magic Johnson. Okay, there was before, but he was 6'1". His name was Bob Cousy. Okay, he was 6'1". Magic is 6'9". Yeah. The league has never seen anything like him since him. So what's LeBron going to do with him except watch his bullet passes fly over his head for dunks left and right because no one in this era could guard Kareem. or worthy or any of these fucking guys. That's why I laugh. Like, you shut the fuck up.
So LeBron was around early 2000s. There was still some of those post players.
He saw Tim Duncan is really the last one of that. Who was fit? He was the last one. I mean, Shaq, and he beat him twice in the finals. Shaq was still in his prime. Well, the Lakers were coming off their three-peat.
Yeah, so it was like
the end of that. Yeah, the end of that. So he never really had to deal with it. He never really did. He had to deal with Duncan.
The good news with the Lakers where they sit now with LeBron is that the Buses don't own the Lakers anymore.
No, they don't.
So they're okay. It's Mark Warner and the Magic, that whole
Magic
Commanders.
Yeah.
They
have no love.
Yeah.
So they have no love.
They're trying. Dodgers. They trying to win.
They're trying to win.
Dude, that conglomerate is
it's
powerhouse.
They don't play.
Powerhouse. They don't play.
Somebody told me that whole thing, like they have like $400 billion.
Oh yeah.
So what I would expect
Magic is a minority owner. In that.
They're smart. They're going to try to get something for LeBron because he's just going to walk at the end of the season, right? You don't want to not get anything for him.
But honestly, who in the brain is taking LeBron James right now?
Yeah, it's
only bad teams would take him.
Yeah,
for ticket sales and things like that.
No contender is taking him.
I mean, unless what you said about Cleveland, it's less about the winning and it's more about bringing him home. So.
Bringing him home and saying, hey, he's.
What would Cleveland have to give up?
Yep.
That's the question. Because honestly, if you're giving up a piece to a future championship, you're not doing that.
You can sell it to the fans and say, we're going to play a pyramid.
No, I don't think the Cleveland fans would want to hear it because he's left twice.
Right.
I don't think they honestly give a shit.
But he got
they do
them
love
the
that
championship.
dude.
Yeah, he did, and then he left again.
I know.
Yeah.
No, he should have stayed there. Tim Duncan stayed in one place and won one more ring. This guy has bounced around to 5 different teams. He's got 4.
Yeah, but Tim Duncan was part of a world-class organization. Cleveland has never been that.
The San Antonio Spurs before Tim Duncan were not a world-class organization.
But
they were anything but. They were a doormat.
He came into doormat his first year. They won the fucking title
because David Robinson, who was hurt, was waiting in the wings. David Robinson was a league MVP, and he went down. Remember how they got Tim Duncan?
You talking about 99?
Yeah, when they drafted. It was 97. It was 97 when they drafted Duncan. Because the Celtics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the Celtics were the worst team in the league that year. They ended up with Chauncey Billups.
I thought he was a rookie when they won.
No.
Duncan was?
No, he wasn't. They didn't win in his first year. But the thing is, the Spurs were a 55-win team every year because they had David Robinson. And they had Sean Elliott. No, they didn't have Twin Towers.
I'm saying when they got
those two.
You know, he does their color commentary.
Yeah. And they had the point guard Avery Johnson. Was good. I mean, they had players.
Vinny
Del Negro, Vinny the Guinea. We call him Vinny the Guinea.
Dude, that was a good
organization. No, they never won anything. They had never won anything. Look at the Spurs history. Other than George Gervin, there's nothing.
Stable though, like when he got.
Yeah, they stably lost.
Remember Larry Brown was there. They had Rodman. They had problems.
I just remember
they never went to a final.
Ginobili, Parker.
That's after.
That's after.
Yeah.
But the point is that but Duncan was never going to leave because they built it around him.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, LeBron, they were going to build it around you.
Dude,
you didn't have to leave.
How they tried to build? I mean, it was awful.
Then you look at if LeBron James is who he thinks he is.
You still see those memes pop up like, come on, man, Timothy Ma's gone.
If LeBron James is who he always believed he was in his narcissistic mind, why did he just raise the stink than any other superstar like a Kobe would have raised? Kobe got Shaq traded for Christ's sake. In his prime. So don't tell me LeBron, this is bullshit.
Rumors about what's his face banging his mom,
Delonte.
Oh, Delonte.
And everybody, no one except him. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Delonte did end up on the street with a cup, but
that's not the organization's fault unless they get rid of it.
No, but the point is, LeBron James didn't. LeBron James didn't have to leave Cleveland. It took Michael Jordan 2 more years. He was 8 years in Chicago.
They had already been to the finals twice.
Cleveland had been there. They had gone further than the Bulls had.
So I get it.
He pulled the team to the final.
But the point is, if they're that close, you go out and get the 2 pieces. I get
he
shouldn't have left.
Yeah.
There's Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Wait, bye.
I'm the hometown kid. I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah. So
I'm glad he went back and got it because I think that was a great story. But it would have been nice.
Unnecessary story.
Unnecessary story. Damn Draymond kicking dudes in the nuts and getting suspended.
By the way, if he didn't kick the guy in the nuts, I don't think this even happened.
Dude, they were already up 3-1.
They were 3-1. It's over.
But that's the Draymond experience.
It is.
The Draymond experience.
You can't get good without that.
You live by the gun. You die by the gun. Yeah.
So we're going to close this segment off with this. When we come back, we have to do our IDD top 10 and do playoff predictions.
Yes, we haven't done that.
We have games. Well, that's why he's here.
That's why we're here, baby.
But last thing I will say, the Knicks are in contention. The Lakers minus LeBron are in contention, and dare I say, the Celtics are in contention without Jason Tatum.
Dude,
so
there's also, there's some pain in the ass teams in the East that I'm starting to see.
Yeah.
Orlando,
the Hawks. Well, yeah, they've got an all-star point guard. When Porzingis plays, he's very good.
Dude, but
he's averaging 20 and 7.
The Hawks without Trae Young, I think, are better.
They might be.
Yeah.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
When he's going to come up at the trade deadline, you watch.
Somebody's going to go get him. I can see that.
Somebody's going to go after him. I don't know who it's going to be.
Milwaukee should go after him. Somebody like Milwaukee.
Well, if you want to keep Giannis around, that'd be a good move.
Yeah, be a good move.
A young point guard, not yet in his prime, with a ton of talent, who can score 30 on his own.
Kind of came in hot, but then kind of fizzled away.
But if you put him next to Giannis, they could be
interesting.
That'd be very interesting. And
the
thing is, Atlanta, I think, and if I'm Milwaukee, he's the most realistic get.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta's not going anywhere. No, they're not. They're not.
No, but they're a decent team.
They are, but they have tried to build around this guy forever. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. I don't look. Let's be clear about something. Trae Young can't be the number one on a championship team. He can't.
No.
He can be a number 2 though. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. So and again, if I'm Milwaukee, am I trading him to Atlanta? What does Atlanta have that you would even want?
Yeah.
Like,
you mean Giannis?
Yeah, to Atlanta, because to me,
getting Trae Young.
Yeah, you want Trae Young and giving them something else, because you're not going to give up. The point is that if you put Trae next to a guy like Giannis, I would love to see what he would do.
Yeah,
because he's never played with a guy like that.
Yeah.
He's never played with it, or you put him next to a Tatum or a Luka, or
Giannis
a guy like.
Always has these trade rumors. It's all like they're always.
He wants to be a Knick.
He wants to be a Knick.
Yeah, is that true?
The problem is what the Knicks have to give up for him.
Yeah,
I know, and that's where I'm kind of like.
I mean, really going to get better.
If you put him with Jalen Brunson, you're a contender. I will say that you are. You're a contender.
Yeah.
Do they have enough around them, or would they to win?
Well,
I don't know.
Cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cat's
what about Anunoby?
But see, I love Anunoby.
I know that, but I'm saying if I'm Milwaukee and I'm giving them Giannis, I'm getting Cat and Anunoby in return,
and I might get a pick in return too.
If you're giving up a top 5 player in the world, you're getting back a couple of All-Stars.
Yeah,
if you're in Milwaukee,
if you get Cat and OG, you might be getting 2 top 20s.
I'm saying, but if you're the Knicks, is that a deal you can live with?
I don't know that puts them over the top.
Yeah.
It probably keeps them right where they are.
In your coach's first season too.
Because to lose your best defensive player,
when you're Giannis does play deep. He does. He does play deep.
And you guys got lost.
He rebounds too like a mother. Giannis, I tell you right now, Giannis is better than any rebounder the Knicks got. He's a rebounding machine, Giannis. He's in the top spot. I know, but Giannis is a better rebounder.
But Josh Hart is small.
He's smaller. But you're not trading Josh Hart though. You can keep Josh.
He's not as good as Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson might be the best rebounder in basketball.
But you're not trading him either.
Without a doubt.
So,
well, I don't know though.
I would think Milwaukee would ask for Cat and Anunoby and draft picks. That's probably what they need.
I don't think we have a lot of draft picks.
They'd ask for whatever first rounders you've got, probably.
Yeah, you'd be like 24.
And honestly, Giannis isn't old. He's
32, right? 33?
He's not that old.
He's not that old, is he?
He's not?
No, look him up. I want to say he was 28 or 29.
I thought he was 28 or 29.
Yeah.
If he's 32 or 33, that changes everything for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he was that old.
It's just
31.
He's 31.
Really?
It's kind of old.
He's getting there. Yeah.
He is 7 feet, though. He's going to last longer than he does pretty durable with his. He has mid range.
Yeah, he can shoot free throws pretty good.
For a big man. He's one of the best players in the league.
He's top 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the MVP,
and he's likable too.
He is likable.
I guess. And so the thing about the Knicks that I love is I really love the players on their team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
just doesn't love the coach again.
No, I do love the coach.
No, Mike Brown's all right.
No, I sent that thing.
Are they better?
Are the Knicks better than last year?
Yeah.
They are.
Are they?
They are. So, you know what I see from him? When guys fuck up, he yells at them and then he coaches them, which is
unheard of in the NBA.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like coaching staff I'm familiar with. You yell at them and then we coach them.
Well, the other day.
Sit down, you idiot.
Tyler Kolek backs off a guy who hit 5 threes in the game.
Yep.
And Mike Brown calls a timeout. He throws his arm up. He's like, what are you doing? Now, this is a guy who's been stuck on Tibbs' bench for 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year was his first year.
Yeah.
Couldn't play.
Right.
He's putting him in there, but he's coaching him hard.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't remember when it was, he had him in a game, and he went 3 for 12 in the first half. And Mike Brown told this story at the press conference. And he goes, I went in at halftime and I started lighting him up. I'm like, if you're going to take 12 shots with the other guys that we have on this team, you better go better than 3 for 12.
Hell yeah.
And they respect him. Mike Brown's been around a long time. That's where JJ's probably having a problem.
But see,
JJ sees the same things, but I don't think the guys respect him.
He's a dick. But
he's a dick about
so Tyler Coleman
he's got that Duke arrogance.
He does.
He shouldn't. He's not Grant Hill. You can't talk like that.
So Mike Brown comes out and he goes, in the second half, he went 6 for 12. And as we're walking in the locker room after the win, he goes, I had some shots.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, I wanted to smack him. And he goes, but that's exactly the type of cockiness I need him to go out there and be confident, and have that edge to him. And I'm like, I don't know, with Thibodeau, I didn't see that kind of. That's called developing a guy who's a fringe player, but could be actually a good piece on your team.
Could be an 8 or 9 rotation guy.
He is now.
But he's impactful about it.
He is now. And it's like...
You play your benches in November and December so you can win in May and June. That's a fact.
They've lost some games because of their bench already, but I like it.
That's okay.
Because what is that extra win going to do for you if it's your starters burning themselves up?
Not by coincidence, but maybe out of necessity because they traded away 5. The Celtics have done the same thing. They are playing their bench, and they're playing 10 a night.
Well, because they gutted the bitch.
But the point, I don't know if it's by hook or by crook, but the point is that they are doing that, and these kids like Walsh and Shyman, who was drafted last year, they're now playing minutes and they're contributing.
Right.
And yes, they've lost some games like Utah at home and Portland. That's ridiculous. I mean, those two right there, they honestly should be in second. They've lost 4 games to teams you're like, no way they lost to that team. Yeah. So, I mean, the point is, but again, that's because, to your point, the same thing. Yeah. They're playing the bench. Right. And if they lose games now, but it helps them in April, it's worth doing.
That's right.
It's worth doing. So as mad as I am at Missoula, 2 things have happened. They've dropped the 3-point. I don't know if I got to him or somebody got to him, but the 3-pointers have gone down by 9.5. That's huge. Yeah. I never thought I'd see that. That's 1. 2, he is playing the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when Tatum does come back, that's going to bump everyone down 1 spot. Let's think about those everyone's. Yeah. That's a Peyton Pritchard. That's a Jordan Walsh. That's an Amias. These are guys that are starting
6-7 minutes off their time.
Yeah.
And their time is more impactful.
Yes. That's Sam. Sam Hauser the other night went 9 of 9 from the 3-point line. Fucking just ridiculous. When he's on, fucking forget it. But the point is, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? If they keep doing this,
that's all you got to do.
And he comes back healthy, he being Jason Tatum, they're going to be a contender in April.
And then he can find his way coming back. Because he's going to struggle at first because it's like, don't come back and be Jason Tatum.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? Ease yourself back into this.
And I don't believe Missoula knows, but I know Brad Stevens does. They're not going to throw him in. He's going to play 35 to 40 minutes. He's going to be on a minutes restriction.
Yeah.
He'll probably be 25 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is for the first week or so, week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it is, until he feels kind of they're going to ramp him up slowly.
You hope by the playoffs he's ready to.
If he's back at the All-Star break, that's plenty of time. But right now, we're almost halfway through the season.
Yeah.
We're 34, 35 games in right now.
That's crazy.
The fact that they're they're sitting at 3 in the East, when most people, myself included, thought they'd be sniffing to 8th to 10th, somewhere in there. Is ridiculous. And I don't think the East has fallen off. Detroit's been playing great. New York's been playing better. Okay, the Orlando Magic have started to wake up. I mean, there's not,
because of the injuries. I mean,
man.
It was good.
Is Suggs ever going to be healthy, man?
The Pacers. I mean,
they lost Halliburton.
They also
lost 2 starters. The big man went to
and Turner went to Milwaukee.
And
Giannis was down with Milwaukee for.
Franz is also out, right?
That's right.
Right? Yeah. So
they haven't been healthy either. Yeah. So the point is that the East has been very competitive, and the Celtics have been right in the mix.
It's up for grabs.
Yeah.
It's really up for grabs.
So one team that's going to add a top 5 player is going to be the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. That's going to be a real pain in the ass.
Just entering his prime and pissed off at these guys. So
why are you pissed at us? We haven't won shit.
You knocked them out last year.
Players they always get up for you guys.
Players don't forget that.
Even during the regular season.
Except that series.
Players don't.
Except that series.
But they finally fell. The
Celtics fell into their own trap.
Yeah.
You can't blow 2 20-point leads at home in a row. It's never happened in NBA.
You just gave us confidence.
You gave them. You can't shoot. You can't miss 63. They missed 63-point shots in that game.
It's crazy.
You cannot.
That was nuts.
That's insane. Every time I look to do it again.
Oh my god.
To do it again.
What are the chances?
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And then Game 6, they were.
If Tatum had Tatum in Game 6 is 3-0. And Giannis was one of those guys. He dropped 48 on him in his own building. So if Tatum is healthy, I don't know if the Knicks win that Game 6 because Tatum's lights out in Game 6.
Well, everything would have been different.
But it might have been. But the point is, the Knicks took advantage of it to their credit, and they deserve to win the series. They played better. Yeah. At the end of the day, they played better. It's that simple. Yeah. Because better and smarter are usually the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
So the Knicks weren't stupid enough to let's jack up 50 ourselves and see what happens. No.
But the other thing I like about Mike Brown, and the clip I sent y'all the other day, was when they blew the 19-point lead to San Antonio.
On the road at San Antonio.
And he said, right.
No. Who's a contender?
No, but
right now.
19 points is 19 points.
You're on the road playing that team.
Together.
Yeah.
So
should they have had it?
He said in the postgame, he goes, look, we're good enough to win a bunch of games, but if we can't sustain defensive intensity, we're not going to do anything. Mm-hmm. We're gonna win a bunch of games, but when it comes time, we're not going to be able to be a consistent team that gets to where we want to go. And I'm glad that he's saying shit like that. Sure. Mm-hmm. Because he gets it. And he goes, look, I think the guys care, but we'll come down and have 3 to 4 possessions in a row where, wide open 3, layup, dunk, wide open 3. And he's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Mm-hmm. And then if you follow that with bad shot, that's how you lose a 19-point lead in 5 minutes.
Yep. The Boston Celtics had to blow a 20-point lead playing.
Well, we obviously you guys have given us the blueprint.
We have.
I mean, they've given the league the blueprint.
If you want to blow
blueprint, you
20-point leads.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Vegas loves the Celtics. Vegas loves the Celtics.
Live betting?
Oh, yeah.
When you see them,
oh, my God. Oh,
boom. You go the other way.
There's my kid's college tuition. Boom, right there.
It's the same thing with the Knicks. If the Knicks are down 12 going in the fourth quarter, put 20 on them.
Yeah.
Because they're probably, they're so...
Put 20 on the opponent cover.
Right. It's just like...
So right now it's 20 to win 1,000?
Okay. Exactly. Try it.
Yeah, try it.
Anyway, let's take a break. Segment 2 coming. We're going to do the IDG Top 10. We are at the last week. We have games. We have Donnie's today.
Donnie.
2 games today?
Yeah.
There's about 3 good games this week.
But 2 of them are today.
Yeah.
So we're going to preview those and give you our top 10. Segment 2, America, coming right up. Lady T's.
LT. And we're not talking about Lawrence.